Alright, we're going to get this going now. See how well it goes. Hopefully everything goes fine. Oh, direction. The last time I streamed on here, I was set up the subsurface modifier and applied the mirror as well, but as you can see right here, I don't have that done. Again, I decided I was going to go back and modify around my character some more before doing all that, as it just makes some things a little simpler, I'd think anyway. Actually, I'm gonna want to make sure to group some things specifically together as well. So like here, I'm going to go to the lips, I'm going to tell it to select, and I'm going to assign its own group so that when I actually go in, I will have each of these sections specifically lined out to get done. And I'm also going to apply some what's it called? Some seams and such, for in case I want to do the texture, certain texture editing. What am I doing? Z here and swap it over to this and hit 5. If I get anything I don't like, I'll unselect it. See here. Alright. Group. Face. Oh wow. There's shirt on here. It's pretty much as tight fitting, I guess, as I can get. Did I add the seam? No, I didn't add the seam. So select around here. That's Control E to mark seam, and of course I've got to turn on screencast, but it's on now. So mark seam. I'm not just going to mark there, I'm also going to mark it all the way up here, like half of the back of her head. I'm not going to be doing any of that at all now, but this is just for future reference. You might have noticed I already pushed in her face a little more. Pull that out. And what it was, so that oh, that's right, I got orthographic view on. So there's more pressed up with the lips and such. And the lips are pressed up against the teeth and such. Speaking of teeth, select the teeth. I'm gonna add its own group for them as well. Like, I'm not sure if I really need to do all this, but I want to cover all my bases as possible, you could say. I did fingernails, right? The fingernails are a different color. I just know sometimes when I do the selections, it might actually push it a little too far over. Like, it might select more than what you wanted originally. So actually, nails dot finger. Not that I have feet or anything, but let's hide this so I can see all the way around. Like, there's still like no muscle definition on the character at all. Add that. Grab these 3. Flat a little. Still isn't best on length and such. I mean, the full length of the arm is correct. As I accidentally hit the button to stop my stream like a moron. So it should be up and running now. Again. I'll move this over so you can see how it's forming on the character itself. For, you know, an actual better looking arm. I'm trying to do as much as possible before needing to go in, of course, and do the fine tweak adjustments after applying the subsurface modifier. Like, I'm trying to figure out this. This is exactly how I want the math to look. I mean, it looks a little off, personally, with how far back this is pushed. But then again, that's why you always, you know, are allowed to change it around the way you want. You push this forward a little. Along with this, maybe a little bit. Oops. I hit the wrong button. No, that pushes too far forward. Alright. I guess it's as good as it's gonna get. I don't know. I'll find out when I apply again, and we'll see from there. Let's duplicate you. Base body mod. So that's the modifiers are there. Here's the apply the mirror. Say goodbye to all the small things. Collision's on. Just turn that off. There's no reason for it to be on. Now I hit tab. There we go. Turn the wire off, and now we're going to go into the sculpting on here. I'm not going to touch the nose. I want the nose to be left as it is. Sculpt. And hopefully this all goes well. Maybe I should actually have material on. Whoa! Oh my goodness! Anyone to tell you you're as white as a sheet? Yeah, we're gonna swap it back to object mode. Not object mode. Solid. So we can a little easier on some things. Gonna have some auto smooth on with this because as I hit the wrong thing, of course. So it'd be nice to tell where some of the colors are, though. Just for the simple fact that I want to know where it's going. So I'm going to go down into the Materials tab, over to the mouth, and I'm going to change the viewport color. Oh, that's inside the mouth. That's not the lips. I want the lips, and change that. So I know where they are in relation to the actual face itself. Alright, that's actually good. The funny thing is, something that might be good is to take this out of smooth shading mode as well. So I'm going to tell it to go flat. There we go. Now you can see where all the lines are and everything. See? I'm just learning myself too on a lot of this stuff. The eyelids I'm going to form out some more in a little bit as well, but we're starting with the base face. The base face. Yeah, X is on. Just want to make sure. I feel like I'm more, and if I do all this and it's not smoothed out symmetrically, you know, that'd be bad. That'd be very, very bad on my part. Get this smoothed out. What's a little better. Still feel like the lips themselves aren't curved enough on the bottom section, like right here. Like, I messed with it and before, but didn't seem to change it too much. I wonder if, how Scrap P would work without having Dentopo on. I'm doubting it really would, but I'll take a quick look and see. Alright, just pushes them in. That's not bad, how it does it. Alright. How to pull through and see is kind of a pain. I'm gonna have to circle out the her neck a little better, but again, that's later. Now, I'm gonna have to go into edit mode, I think, for the eyelashes. I'll try and do it from here to start forming out, you know, with the eyelids. I mean, eyelids aren't horrible, but they aren't exactly what I wanted because couldn't do it before it was pushed on out. Let's see what I can do here. Of course, in a general mesh in every way, if I was to have Dentopo on, it easily, quickly just form it all out. But again, trying to keep this mesh as it is so it's easy to modify later on. Alright. Alright, that's forming out okay, I think. I'm not going to save this part until I'm thoroughly convinced that it's done the way I want it to be. A lot of this is just the time-consuming stuff now. Forming out the character. Like, one of the things I'm going to have to do is I'm still going to have to go into the modifiers, and I'm going to have to do a boolean the head with the eye so I can get the socket formed out so when you're like looking around it doesn't look like any part of the skin and stuff is poking through where the eye is. I'm also gonna have to replace the eye. I got a better way of doing an eye now than this basic way I had done before. I need that to be stronger. There we go. Bring out that eyelid some more. Pushing this section in. The top has its own forming on itself. Alright. Smooth out just a little bit. Yeah, I just saved. I guess I do think that's formed out. I didn't think I just gotta hit the button. I feel like a moron, but I was planning on it anyway, so. Alright. Crease. Let's see how Crease is going to do it here. I don't want to push too harsh on it and such. We get the definition out. I'm trying to figure how to smooth it around. I think I know how I'm gonna do it, but more like that. Ooh, not that harsh. That was gonna be bad. Alright. That has to be pulled in. Let's see how I'm going to do that. I need a mask. The masking tool obviously is exactly what it says it is. It's gonna mask a whole area. You don't want to touch certain things and such. I definitely want to be more careful. Certain areas of the lips. This is another spot where I'm not going to really save out until I know I got what I want. Oh, let's see. Get that scrap P in. That's better. big. Let's see if I can get this to show the colors. There we go. Again. It was like mask. No. What the hell? Seriously? Come on. Alright, that's something I have to figure out. Alright. Blender. Sculpt. Viewport. Color. See if I can find something on this. There we go. Says this is a known limit of dynamic topology. I'm not using dynamic topology though. And it shouldn't have had dynamic topology on for mask. There's no reason for that. To randomly just slap it. No. Sorry, please bear with me. Alright, no, I'm not finding anything right now, so I'm just gonna continue on with what I've been doing so far. Okay. Smooth. Could see about reloading it. Maybe that'll fix it. I just saved. Reload. Rendered for this. And obviously not, since it's not showing now. Alright. It's probably silly me too. There's probably a simple button to just hit and it'll fix it all. I'm sure it's something I was just thinking of. Oh, thanks for the follow, Lonely Gamer. Sorry, I just saw the text. Sure, I was just, you know, babbling about all this and whatnot. Or Lone Gamer from BD? Why is your thing's like a teal color? BD, does that stand for Blender? Or does it stand for something else? Okay. That's not gonna change anything either, is it? Yeah. I'll have to just figure that out later. What a pain. So I'm gonna have to go by what I see here. And try and keep things level, right? Yeah, I will. That's gonna be a pain. No, I don't want to do that. Right here still has to partially go in, I feel, for my character. So I'm going to have to go back to mask. And mask that area off again. Not masking off that area though. Keeping that masked off. Flatten right here. And smooth. And see how it looks on both sides. Smooth here. Maybe not. Remove the flatten. Alright. You know, smoothing actually looks like I'd do a better job there than anything. Save and take a look at it. Looks good. Alright. I am going to want this area to go down, though. I do it straight from here. I could. Then I wouldn't have to worry about hitting the wrong color section there. No, I can't. If it did, yeah, it did grab, but not showing up. There we go. Okay. Alright. Guess I could do some of this in edit mode too now, couldn't I? Yes, I could, and this does show. Awesome. I don't want to do the whole thing. Actually, you know what the funny thing is? If I do this and just this, it'll probably do a better job. Oh. And I'm going to want it to mirror, of course, so... I've had issues with it mirroring perfectly, so... If it doesn't do exactly what I want, I'm going to have to change it. Whoa! How big is that? I gotta pull this in, right? Am I doing it the right way? I'm doing it the right way. There we go. Oh, I still have that on there? I don't want that on there. Thought I removed the mask, but apparently I guess I didn't. Alright. I think that's done, right? I'm gonna have to start smoothing out her head. As you can see, her head is quite ununiform or orthodox, you could say. Let's turn that up a bit. Start smoothing her actual head out. When I'm done with this, I might actually sculpt in some hair for her. Another thing I'm going to have to do is figure out how I'm going to make sure that that doesn't get all rigidified. Whenever I've hit here, it doesn't exactly smooth it out the best way. I'm going to have to find out a way to smooth that out a bit better, you could say. Thank you again for checking out the channel if you're new, checking this out and everything. I mean, obviously I'm no expert or anything at this. I'm just learning around, and while I'm poking around, hopefully, well, obviously I would hope that I would learn some things, and hope this helps other people out as well if they want to mess around and delve into Blender. Alright, right here, like I said, is where it'll kind of... See, just like that. Doesn't exactly hit even on the face. So if I save there and you can see it. It's not horrible, I guess? It is kind of horrible. So what if we flatten instead? That's better. That is better. Well, that reminds me. I need to take a quick second break, so just bear with me, please. I mean, I'm not going to be going from here. I'm still here, but... Okay. Alright, I'm back. I go back to object mode and I hit smooth. That's better than what it was. Still not perfect, I'd say, but it is better. Around here. Then as good as it could be. But again, then there is personal preference for any character you design. Oh wait, I forgot to remove the smoothness. I can see how it's all kind of coming together. All right. I'd say this is good for what I'm doing. Eyelids are coming along. I'm gonna have to, of course, set up for actual eyelashes and the eyebrows. And such. Yeah. Alright, give me a second. I'm going to BRB real quick. So, oh, you know, I just realized I had this whole starting soon thing up this entire time. Wow. And today's derp of the moment is brought to you by me, because I forget to take crap down. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Obviously. At least I would think I'm back after checking that out. Smooth that a little more on her face. So I've been streaming for a little more than like 30 minutes now. I think I'm going to work on hair and eyebrows now, for just generalness. I mean, I wanted to focus primarily today on her face. So we're gonna get some hair going in here. Let's smooth out for now. Let's Control C and bring in it in. And we're going to add a UV sphere. Woo! Covers her whole body. There you go. Hair's done. She's got a big ass afro on her head, and we can continue on. Do something else. Oh no. No afro for her head. That's not how it's gonna go at all. That's not how it works. That's not how any of it works. One thing you need to do when doing Blender stuff is just have fun with it. And I definitely try to do that. Let's just start yoinking things out, so to speak. Like grabbing a lot here and pulling it forward. And figure out what I'm going to do exactly. Yoink some of that down. I should rename this, shouldn't I? Alright. Then topo's on, it's at 5. That's exactly what I want it to be. I'm gonna leave it at relative detail, so the more you zoom in, the more generic detail you will get. Like I'll show you right here. Like you see all those different the higher quality mesh. And the farther you're out, the less it actually does on. As you see, it's not quite as big. All this stuff I was kind of learning from, I kind of learned from watching thing from Jan Sculpt. I think that's his channel's name. Right now I'm gonna slap this and make a larger mesh in general for it. So when I pull around at it and start hopefully getting what I kind of want. Not perfect at this. Let's see, is that his name? Let me go check my YouTube. Yeah, it's Jan Sculpts. Okay, Sculpts. There's an S at the end. YANSCULPTS. And he has some great tutorial videos and things like that. And more to come in the future. I believe he's got several different things he's going to be doing. Alright, first thing what I want to do is pull this back on the hair itself. I'm gonna be doing quite a bit of this because I kind of made her hair set up on it really huge and kind of completely engulfing her head. Whoa, didn't want that to move. Not the way that way anyway. This is going to be just very basic hair for the time being. Up. Too much. I smooth that. I was gonna just push it in, so and Wait a little. Smooth out. Yeah, I had that too far up. Oh, he's going, no, you're turning apart. Not exactly. I really do. I'm starting to enjoy sculpting in Blender. I originally wasn't liking it, and I was using Sculptress. But once I saw Yan's stuff, I figured I'd start working more in it in Blender itself. Why is my stream? I showed that had 0 going out on OBS, but it looks like it fixed itself like right away. Strange. Wish I was better at the hotkeys. I need to look more at Jan's stuff. I think in some of his videos he covers hotkeys and things, but I just never have done it myself. Gone through that tutorial section. I'm kind of derpy like that, I guess you could say. Alright. Ooh. Not good there. I messed that up. Possible, sculpt draw would be better for this. Getting her hair down by her ear as well. Strength on this will have to be reduced quite a bit. Let's flatten. Pull that down. I'm gonna change the color of her hair right now also. Let's go over here. My general character, it's going to be black. But we'll use a different color for the time being. We'll use like a red I have on my channel. Why not? And scrap P. Up some. Up. There we go. Smooth that out. Section here is still gonna get pulled down a bunch. Or at least spread out a bunch. So, just trying to figure out the best way to grab it at. I'm gonna have to scrap P. Obviously, a bunch of this. Front facing. So before I do that, let's do a save. At this point, it looks like it to be safer bet and route to have it expand via sculpting and drawing, if anything. Then I'll, you know, straighten it out after that's done. So, while just thinking of doing this, I'm gonna throw out just ideas. After I'm done designing up, like, say, her hair and things, I might be done for the day. I'll come back on Wednesday or Friday, hopefully the latest, and start working on some facial animations and such. This is all going to be stuff I'm going to be learning as I go, so you have to kind of bear with me, you could say, as I do it. I've never done facial animations on a character. I've done generic movement animation before. Come on, let's smooth that out properly. Thank you. Yeah, I get the hair done on her head, and I'll work on maybe some eyebrows or something. Alright, I'm about to get to the part where I'm gonna stop having it mirror. Yeah, let's get rid of the mirror now, and I'm going to form out some strands and such. See how it all comes out. Not going to save until after I get kind of a look I specifically want. This is gonna look fat and things at first. I might be able to do a slight pull down here. In fact, I'm going to plan on it, so let's see how well this works. Not quite as well as I was hoping. Yeah. I don't know why. I can never get a smooth pull down. Like, I look at Jan's videos and things, and he's so good at it. I just save like a moron. Go back here. Symmetry's off. And back here. Oh. Oh my goodness. Not what I wanted to do. Like I said, I could never seem to grab that nice pull down that I see like Jan's doing and things, and kind of like, what the hell? Oh. Maybe I should have done a generic kind of hair outline first, then maybe gone into sculpting for it. But I wanted to try and do it via sculpting first, at the very least. I'm gonna have to do quite a bit of scrap pee and things to get this as thin as I'm going to want it also. So this is gonna take a little while to form out exactly what I want it to do. And crease up here. I want to keep it up by the actual hairline that I had already set for it. Over here is not going to be quite as far down as that one. Up too far. I could try doing thinner here, yeah. Oops. Too far there. Ball. silly thing. This all just looks ugly right now. But I guess that's... the thing about it is it takes time. No matter how you want to do it, all this takes time, and I'm not even gonna be good with her hair, you could say, until, Oh, I'm not gonna be good. Where's I going with that? I'm not gonna be good with the hair until, you know, I get it all, finalized exactly as I want. And this is coming around okay, I guess. Again, scrap P. Yeah, okay, that is on front faces only, because this is getting a little close to each other, you could say. It's not quite how it should go. Let's move this around some. Maybe I'm using smooth too much. Maybe that's part of my problem. I'm too focused on making sure everything's all smooth together. That could partially mess with it. This is way too thick right here. Alright, I know how this is gonna form. I'm starting to see it in my mind, how I should be doing it. So bear with me, and I'm gonna start getting this out. I'm not so heavy on it. Alright, that needs to be heavier for it though. So I'm kind of trying to form, you know, how it formed is gonna come over on the side here. And I just wasn't quite sure how I was going to do that. I mean, I kind of see it now with what I was planning. Well, I didn't know how I was going to exactly do it. Okay, I need this to start coming down. Strength is going to have to come up. Form it out. I'm going to have it come together kind of back here. I'm going to have to scrap Pia a bunch to get it to match up with each other while doing it. Alright, here we go. Kind of like that. But I'm gonna have to pull more out here. Form it in together how I wish it to be. I should have duplicated this thing before I went heavily into it like this. That's gonna be kind of ugly. Need to blend it more together, obviously. And this is going to have to kind of poof up for the hair as well. Oh, it looks all dimply and things right now. I don't want it that strong, but I need to kind of push this whole section up. Alright. Piece it here. Save. Sculpting. Up. Up. Wrong way. No auto smooth. I just realized auto smooth is on. What are you doing? Wrong way. Grab here and down slightly. Scrap P in. And that's gonna be a real big pain. I'm gonna have to go in there after I close the face off, you could say. Just scrap P it together properly. That's what I'm kind of aiming for, so I'm the one who making it a big mess for myself, you could say. Alright, I need this smoother than what it is currently, so inflation time. Flatten out a little, maybe. Alright, it's actually looking better than it was. I was expecting it to look like the ugliest thing ever. But can I just let me try shift? No. Control H? No. Huh. Alt H would be to unhide things. Okay, it doesn't work in sculpt mode. So I select here, Shift H. That's what it looks like. That is currently, but namely because I'm gonna have to just like with the other thing, I'm gonna have to use Boolean to knock it out in the end, but currently. Alright, yeah. Let's take a look at it with doing the Boolean. Okay, so I'm gonna grab this. Boolean. Oh, wrong thing. Difference. Select. TheRiaya. Hit apply. Now if I hide everything. See? Cuts it out for so it forms around the head. I'm not doing that currently. Still wanting to do the generic editing on her before anything else is done. I hate this mouse wheel sometimes. I seriously do. Ah. Shift minus. Okay, that's too far. Wow, really? Okay. So I'm kind of stuck in between with what it is. Wonderful. Peace. See, I don't know why when I'm like doing it, it's like auto changing it. This thing is just so sensitive is I guess the best way to put it. I might have to do some masking. Not sure, but we'll see. Maybe not. Actually, it just reminded me. I need to pull this out some more. Urgh. Mousewell, why are you so sensitive? When I finally can get the money for, I'm gonna get a much better mouse than this. I mean, this mouse is good for... It's held me up for years, but... The mouse feels always annoyed the living, ever-loving out of me, you could say. See? Smooth that out. Flatten. Let's crease this a little more. I mean, both sides overall need kind of a crease to it, but... This is not the smoothest looking hair ever. Definitely not Maybelline. Oh man. Oops. Too little there. Let's up higher. Bring this in. Up. That wasn't quite there. Alright, I'm gonna need to use the inflation tool because it's getting kind of tight in there. You could say. Alright. That's alright for now, I'd say. Let's pull that down a little. Have it smooth that out some, and I might be calling it in the next couple minutes. Still gonna want to have it come out down a bit more here. So let me do that real quick, and then I'll call it. Get that to inflate some, because I don't need it. Making some really haggard edges there. Which is starting to do again. All right. Oh, wrong thing. Smooth, not that. Smooth is a little too hard. Alright, I need to start flattening this out with each other. It comes together nicely. Smooth and scrap P that in. There we go. If I get some time, I'm going to probably modify her some more. But this is pretty much all I'm going to be streaming right now. She's got a big poof still on the back of her head. Oh my god. But that might get streamed, that might get put online. It depends on what I decide to do. I still got to work on my unicorn I've got that I've been doing. Oh god. Actually, no, I can't symmetrize it. I can't have any symmetry with it because, you know, if I hit symmetry, who knows, it might mess up the whole thing. I mean, it shouldn't. It should just mess the area here. I shouldn't touch this unless I hit symmetrize over here. If I do, then that's kind of ew. I just destroyed all the work I had just done. So I don't want to risk that. Scrap P. You know, when smoothing's taking too long to mess with the hair, I could say. Where is her head? Hard to see exactly how much is left in there to go for. I should just start at one spot, just work my way down, I guess, until I get there. That's close enough. I just want to get it decently close to where her hair is. Or where her head is. I want to get her hair close enough to where her hair is. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Actually, let me try something real quick. Now this I will do a X symmetry with. Alright. That's actually not bad. I don't think, anyway. Forms it out a little more, you could say. I'm gonna do more here, but that's not for the time being. Alright. I am going to call it right here for the time being. So I wanted to thank you for coming and joining in on the channel, and hope you enjoyed what you saw here. Maybe you learned something along with me as I'm working on the character. Like I said, next time I'm going to start working on some of the animations rigging on the face. I've been wanting to do that. I'll probably do a base body rig before then. If I do, I'll at least post it onto YouTube with a high quality video. I want to get, you know, the arms done and her upper body, since that's going to be part of her rigging animation I want to do in the end. If you didn't hit that follow button, please hit that follow button. If you're watching on YouTube and liked what you saw here, please hit that subscribe. And thanks for coming in, spending time with me while I do the learn things in Blender. And I hope you have a good day. There we go. Bye!